Alright, so now we're gonna go this way. Oh, I meant to go. Oh, I don't have a movement skill. How did this happen where I don't have a movement skill? Who did I wrong?
Everything dies.
Everything dies. Oh my god. I tried to triple click it and it broke. The fuck's that about? So I'm gonna get kind of screwed in this area. It's all good. One of these bridges just won't work for me. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna get screwed, it's fine. Yeah, right here. It's fine. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed about this cosmic footprints thing, though. I don't happen to play any skills that really use any of the other cosmic effects, so this is kind of what we're left with. What is this big rock? I wanted somebody to come out of that little square thing. I think that would have been funny. Alright, so now we're good. Now we can just walk along the road. Yeah, that's kind of how you do it. I don't know if there's bridges on both sides, but I found that like going on that southern side has been pretty consistent, both in this act and the next, or part 2. It works like that in part 2 as well. So we're gonna side with the Lyra on this, just to ease up some of the elemental resists while we're leveling. I don't know if that's really optimal, but it's fine. The mana resist helps. It's not, or mana resist. Mana regen is okay. It's not necessary. It's mostly just elemental resists. And obviously I don't benefit from the crit multi, so that's probably the main reason it's not the most beneficial. Otherwise, it's okay. I think if you had to pick one that's not the 2 passive, I think Creighton probably gives you more. The movement speed and cast speed is kind of nice, and I don't think you really should bank off of passive resistances. But it's all good. Fight my minions. No! No! Ow! So this is a fun thing to leave.
My beautiful captain.
My beautiful
I wish it were not you, but I cannot bring myself to trust any other with this most vital of tasks. This is the only pass between the inner and outer empire. No further exiles are to enter the inner empire. We have material enough for our work. Ensure that the barricade remains in place, and if any exile should somehow pass through, kill them. I will send for you when my work is complete in San. Until we share our next night together. Piety.
Ooh. Our next night together. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave this slot available. Eventually you will have some jewels. I don't really know what you'd need. Some of the ones that you get while leveling are decent. I don't really actually do. That's one point of planning for builds that I actually don't really go through. Pantheons I'm not really used to planning for because they're new, but jewels in general. I do a bad job of planning for that stuff. Dude, my frog minion's like fucking doing work right now. God fucking damn. Oh man. Jeez. I don't know why these spiders are fine to me, but then the part 2 stuff is so gnarly. Part 2 stuff is really gross. I'm hoping that the rest of the game doesn't have anything similar. Because for this part, it sucks. Where is the squad at? What does that mean? That was like the most generic statement. Oh, okay. It's the Xbox version, I'm telling you. A lot of it came from the Xbox version. I'm kind of undecided. Like, I've been trying to check in periodically on the Xbox version to see what's up, and they haven't even patched it at all. So it's kind of a bummer. I might play it a little bit more to like test out some builds, but it's just like it's hard playing on like the previous version of the game. Like the version numbers are mismatched, so that's kind of like the bigger deal right now. Yeah, but this is PC. I kind of wanted to do like a PC run just to kind of get all the characters and stuff. Or I wanted to do the story. It's like whatever. So I will say this isn't like a big portion of the game, but there's something much worse later. That's like I hate.
You killed Mother Eightleg? Old Three-Eye? You must have more than a song for that. When I found my spear in the forest, I found these too.
It's not a big deal though.
Please take one.
What'd I say? Minion speed for the skeletons.
The pass to the sea is open? You are a legend that lives, Exile.
Piety would have concurred.
Yeah, we'll
with
see. I'm
Erin's
kind of curious to
theory
see
about
like what
Northwestern
general
Realm.
Xbox people
The
think of
Val
the
were
fact
a
that
powerful
they basically just got
civilization
fucked.
predating even the
It's kind of
Eternal
annoying.
Empire. And Piety very much wanted to see what toys the Val might have left for her to play with behind those stone doors. Yet we couldn't budge them. Not with that giant of a tree holding them fast in her roots. You now carry a cure to that problem. Or rather, a useful illness. Use the spike to inject the baleful gem's calibric extantia into the roots. One day soon, Piety will find her way into that ruin. You need to get
Oh,
there
I need to get
first.
there first. Interesting.
Farewell.
Okay. So we need to go back to Act 1 to meet the homies.
Quite the lady killer, aren't you? That singing squid didn't
I think he means
stand
like
a
literally
chance.
lady
Knew
killer.
it from the first time I saw those sharp peepers of yours. Well, pirates notwithstanding, I thank you on behalf of all the fallen brethren of the waves. Now that the final cadence has been played, no one need remember Mervale's song.
A stranger like no other faced the wall of the Umbra, opened a pass in a sorry land, gave some hope to a sorry band of
Yo.
exiles and death's castaways, a chance at life on a brand new day.
There.
Lay.
Thought you deserved one of my finest poems, written to commemorate.
You
such a
freestyle that just
mighty
like right
event.
here?
Oh, and this. Been keeping it for a very special occasion.
A passive
Consider
skill point
yourself
book.
Just such an occasion.
Fantastic.
I thought you were a fool for seeking out Mervale. A fool in love with death. Now, I don't know. Still, you've delivered this coast from the terrors that long held sway here. We may now find some respite, and that's more than any of us could have hoped for. But please, consider this. What have you become when even nightmares fear you?
Whoa.
Some have dared hope for a better life beyond Prisoner's Gate. Not me. My place is here, easing
Spoilers.
the suffering of exile as best I can. Goodbye.
Damn me. I didn't think it possible. All these souls Mervale and her brood have consumed over the years. You've done right by those that are dead, and by those who still might live. You found a way to bring down Chevron's barricade.
Barricade.
It's at times like these I recall I'm a man of action, not words. Should we encounter each other in the forest, the roast boar's on me, my friend.
Dude,
Farewell.
what a homie. What a good guy. Oh, I didn't go back and do that. I always forget to do that on a new character. We're still not wearing a piece of chest armor.
Yes?
What am I doing? I need to remember to equip this whenever we get into danger.
While we live, we are blessed.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Bless. All right, let's go dump the items. So we'll do this now, so we can just get rid of the spike and the baleful gem. What? Am I still following the? Oh yeah, I am. I wonder if that would make it too casual if they outline the trail of the rocks on the minimap. Yeah, so we're gonna kill Oak and Creighton. We'll go do the crypt
Very land learns to heed my demands.
as well. While we're here. Oak's devoted. I feel like I kind of got... Oh, man. Yeah, I felt like I was kind of hugging the right side a little bit too much. Oh, here it is. Okay, not a big deal. Is this a Harbinger or is this a blue guy? That looks like a Harbinger. Summoner fight, here we go. Don't fire blast me. Go for my minions. I think this looks really dopey, but I'm into it. Yeah, have I got a chaos yet from my shards? I feel like, I hope I have. So, hang on. I feel like it's a passive tree. I don't know where any other skill duration actually is. Skill? What is this? Area effect. No, that's not what I want. Dual wielding wands. Ooh, increased cast speed with fire skills. I don't think that applies to minions. Yeah, so this is like the only big chunk of duration is probably what I should do. Duration. There's a friend power charge duration. Shock duration. Flask duration. Curse duration. Mine duration. Yeah, there's none. Skill effect duration here. Oh, great. Let's just swing over and get this. It's not worth it. Yeah, so it's worth it just for that.
You strike me as someone who craves a higher purpose.
A higher
something
purpose.
Worthy. Something like peace. 3 tribes battle for this forest. Every day my
voice
brethren and I
acting.
battle and die with Creighton's rats of the bridge and Alira's thralls of the old road. To spare the lives of many, you need take only 2. But if peace isn't reward enough for you, bring me the amulets that hang around Creighton and Alira's worthless necks. When joined with mine, those trinkets will forge us a new strength, you and I. The strength to bring about peace.
Peace. Oh, I should summon skeletons. Skeleton, ow. Skeleton, ow. Leap slam onto somebody else. Ow. He's getting some really meaty sweeps though. This is gonna look really good on his montage.
This land has no time for avaricious little despots like you, Oak.
Despots, whoa. Yeah, look, there you go. I don't think that's right at all. Those shouldn't be here. I think that's a bug. Like, not only is it an actual bug, but I think it's not supposed to be there. Because I'm pretty sure, like, that thing... maybe I need to pay attention to the lore. I'm pretty sure that thing that is the parasite is is a pantheon and shouldn't exist yet. Like, the pantheons only came into existence when you fight Innocence, or not Innocence, whatever that dude's name is. Asshole. Oh, I guess we can do the things in any order. When we get to the temple, it'll definitely stop us. my right click is broken. I think that's exploit breaking it. That's what I'm thinking. Level are we? Okay, we're at the zone level. So I would regard this as like a pretty casual playthrough. So if you're like a new player, this is kind of what you can expect in terms of length and progression and speed if you play some kind of similar build. I think if you play like a spell-based build, you can generally have some kind of similar performance. Welcome back. We're still here, grinding away. Warhammer, huh? Once we get these nodes, then we'll start getting all the minion stuff, which will just factor for like way more minion damage and stuff. So immediately after we get these duration nodes, my SRS will become more effective. I guess the skeletons will be mildly more effective. But mostly the SRS, and then it'll just be scaling up damage after that. Yo, they're kind of walking around with the speed. I feel like you need it though, so that's probably one situation where like minion speed's probably like kind of decent. I need to pay attention to them. I don't think they have an AoE attack though.
Fascinating.
That's your input? How fascinating? Oh, it's a harbinger. Oh, yo, they're using righteous fire. Nice. Okay, where's your shit, dog? Oh my god, this mouse thing is fucking killing me. It will probably kill me at some point. Yeah, I feel like if the parasites were here, they'd probably be extending further out into the forest. I need to... I don't remember where you actually go to fight them. Because the zone is random or whatever. I don't know. That bugs me. I feel like really dumb saying that bugs me because they are bugs. It's like unintentional pun. Looks like the spider's like roly-polying or something. No! Hard countered, hard countered. I don't need to fight this guy. Great, another harbinger. Yo, how do I do that to my minions? Make it so they're like super electrified? I feel like I would want that. It's kind of annoying that maybe they don't spawn corpses. Especially since they're not like... I guess they are extra enemies. They're not, they're still enemies from the zone. So it's not like unheard of that they would leave a corpse, I don't think. Although he does like create them out of nothing, so I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see where this Harbinger stuff ends up leading. Everything dies! How is a snake using incinerate? Just a question. Oh my god. My mouse broke. Okay, there you go. So now, I should change this to minion. And then, so now we're gonna go for all of this minion stuff. Not this, but all the rest of it. So, we're gonna swing and get this, and then we're gonna get this up to sovereignty, then grave intentions, and then get death attunement. I don't think I'm really gonna play with specters. I'll probably use it when I get it, but that won't be the focus. I think the focus of this build will still be like a SRS necromancer. The Spectre thing comes down to I'm trying to make something that parallels the console version of this build, but it's mostly just I don't like Spectres in general. Summoning them for whatever reason is like a high maintenance thing that like I'm not into. Even though it's not like that hard to do or anything. Into this music. I've normally played with the music off or something like that, but I don't know. I think a lot of the music later is like really cool, so I'm hoping that it turns up. I don't think specters were at all changed in the patch notes actually, so I think once we get it, I'm literally just gonna pick it up and then put it right back on the ground. I do like that it seems like the monsters are kind of not prioritizing the skeletons, but at least going for them a little bit. Oh, I didn't get Flame Dash. Okay, we'll go get Flame Dash now.
Yes?
Yes. Flame dash.
Be well.
Okay, I'm just gonna need to equip this because I need the links at this point. I need to fill out my armor. Something in here has, oh, that, okay. That should be okay. It's not even enough to do anything crazy. Alright, I'll put Flesh Offering here, and then Flame Dash on E.
You disappear into that vile ruin, and now the sky, the light, the very land limps as a leper. Somehow, whether through deliberate act or accident, you've caused this. Now we all suffer your consequences. Different good, different bad, we now know upon which side the coin has fallen.
Okay.
A large heart, yet so little sense to go with it. Yena dabbles in things she should not. This spirit she obsesses over. If she is not careful, she will find herself joining it. Tales and songs are Silk's meat and drink. Would have made a fine bard in the old empire. Were a fraction of what he says true, we'd have nothing to fear from bandit nor beast, with Silk among us. I have spoken with Helena of Dominus and his expedition. It all sounds horribly plausible. Whether we can fully trust what she tells us, time will tell if her torn loyalties are to mend in our favor. The giant is no more. I wish I could say that this bodes well for us, but with Oak gone, Kratin and Alira will only grow stronger.
I feel like the lore thing is to kill all of them then.
That ancient gateway to the northwest. It's a peculiar thing, not of the Eternal Empire. It could be Val in origin, a culture I've seen mentioned here and there in some of the most antique of texts. It is the Val who began the use of virtue gems well before our imperial ancestors. Little else is known about them. If only I had my old museum archives, I could have given you a more tempered theory. You've put an end to old Lorata? Twisted of heart and mind were the men who made that gem and that implement of black surgery.
Oh,
Not
okay.
of the one who chooses to wield their creations. Of course, I wish to know the secrets locked in that tomb, but not at the cost of such a grand old life. Fare you well.
Nothing like this happens until you bring back the light, or you will find my spear in your throat.
As if that would solve anything.
Their skin makes good boots. Their spit makes painful death. Travel far.
Painful death.
I dreamed this. A vast creature.
Dude, the MTX is like rad in the dark though. Let's be honest.
I saw it escape from a
Yeah,
black
we're like popping
prison
right now.
and climb a man-crafted mountain, drifting up its 4 sheer sides like the mist that reaches for the clouds. It gathered at the peak of that mountain and ate the heart from the sun. You smell of that black mist and something else. Guilt. That is it, yes. Guilt is a strong illness. It gnaws at the spirit until there is nothing left, until you are one of the walking corpses.
Okay, you can just relax.
Helena is healing. I make sure of that. But you want to know if you can trust her. I see her spirit.
I see
It
her
was born
spirit.
dead and needs work to keep it that way. Much like yours. Viper eats monkey, monkey eats viper. The forest is hurt, confused. It fights with itself. There is no peace.
The Great
left in this
War. The Monkey and Viper War.
There is land that has forgotten the spirit. Some man taught the rocks and water a different dream. Now, the rocks and water think they are man.
That's it.
Lorata is dead. It is not news to me. The forest screams its grief. You need not carry the blame. This was Lorata's will. I do not question why she allowed you to end her days. I keep her in my dreams, where she might still help us.
Is Lorata the
What
spider?
has happened? Did the world not rise from its sleep? How do we wake it up? Please, what should we do?
Please.
There's one bright spot in this darkness you've released. At least it was you who did it, and you can undo it, I know it. Had it been piety, we'd likely never see the sun again. Farewell.
Okay.
Make it fast.
Oh my god.
Return, if you must.
Real popular among these dudes. Yeah, where's my chaos shards? Oh, I must have gotten one. It must like auto drop into the thing. Okay. Cool. Oh, we didn't do the den either. Let's go do the den. We're doing all the quests here for no reason. Oh, here, look at that. You'd normally skip the den, so you're curious. Just doing it for fun. It's more purple. I'm more like on brand right now, so this is kind of good. I like how her hair is really long past the helmet. That's funny. Shit. Yeah, there you go. Summon Raging Spirit. I need that. Go the other way. Yeah, I feel like this staff is in some way useless. She's just like, it doesn't feel like she's casting from it, so I feel like it's not even really doing anything. Go after my minions. Fuck you. I'm just gonna TP back. Yeah, again, you wouldn't normally do that. I don't even suggest even doing it.
The white beast's spirit is at rest. No more pain. Take this in thanks from me, and from the suffering animal that you have helped. The spirit is strong in Fell Shrine. You touch the stones, you will feel it. They spoke to me, those stones. Told me to take their altar, and to find the hand of a good man. He lived in that church, as you call it. The altar is his, and it will wake when he touches it once more. You could find the good man. Bring me his hand. When the spirit of the altar awakes, I will share it with you. I promise.
Yeah, that doesn't sound ominous or sketchy or anything. That seems fucked up. Alright, we're just gonna like mosey on through here. Whoops. I'm surprised they're not trying to whack somebody along the way. Should just like do one of that. I don't get any flask charges, that's the main thing. Yo, it's a harbinger. I think this is how I kind of played a summoner the first time I ever played it. Alright, so let's see if the skeletons stay there. I don't have any quicksilvers. Oh, I guess they do stay over there, never mind. So you can kind of use them like that. Although they expire very quickly, still. I feel like they expire faster than an SRS even. Okay, we'll try to do the trial if we come across it. In fact, we should probably go out of our way to try to do the trial. We'll have to do it eventually. What level is this? 17. I don't know why I'm smacking stuff here. Superior glacial hammer, that's what I need. I actually don't know what quality on summon skeletons gives me, or SRS even. Oh, here we go, I can do this. There you go. Oh my gosh, my mouse again. Yeah, my controller doesn't freak out. Huh, it's interesting that they don't have a blue fire effect. How did you get out here? Like teleported through a bunch of dudes. Come on. What am I supposed to do about that? All right. So one of these has attack speed. Right there, mouse hitch. What was that about? I can't believe I went through that entire dead end. What the fuck? Okay, I think this is the trial. I don't think I did this trial, so I'm just gonna do it just in case. I wonder if it would be beneficial to see the trial status from the outside. Having a broken mouse doesn't help this at all. Fucking... It's not where I was clicking, but it's okay.
Shine boldly,
That was the first trial I've done. Whoops.
When the night falls.
When the night has come. I don't know if it's this way. This doesn't look. This looks like a dead end. Oh, it's not. Never mind. I don't know shit. Looked like a dead end to me. I don't know. Oh yeah, just as a friendly reminder, I would probably normally be listening to some music, but I'm trying to go with just the game soundtrack to provide ambiance. Which has been mostly ambient.
Life is short. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Oh, boyo. Sassy. I wonder if there's something with the skeletons where they expire if they get out of range of you or something. That can't be a thing. Yeah, fuck that one pot. Damn it, they're blocking my way. I was gonna try to run past them, but I can't. Alright, fight them. The problem is if they drop gear, I'm gonna have to go back, but or any loot at all, really. It's Harbinger in the boss room. I guess one kind of good thing about this is they don't directly augment the boss. Cast elemental weakness. It's a very large dude. Hand of a Goodman. Brrr.
You are Dream Tender.
That's
My
me,
new name for
Dream
you.
Tender.
Badness is everywhere around us. You bring us something.
I feel like it's weird to do it in the order that it did.
I promise to share. Let us awaken the spirit. Bring even more good into this life.
Great. I can't. Yeah, like I can't use any of these. So, or maybe I could use one of the other ones. It's not like crazy beneficial though. Oh gosh, sorry, my bad. Chill. Oh, that's kind of good. What am I using now? Oh, nothing. Great, fantastic.